What if I told you that in every negotiation you've ever had, whether buying a car, asking for a raise, or even bargaining in a market, there was an invisible trick being used on you? And the scary part? You probably never noticed it, yet it decided how much you paid, how much you earned, and how much you lost. Today, I'll reveal that hidden weapon, anchoring. And once you see it, you'll never unsee it again. What anchoring really is. Define anchoring simply. The first number or idea that sets the stage. Example, if I tell you a watch costs $5,000, suddenly $3,500 feels cheap. But if I started at $1,000, $3,500 feels expensive. Relatable story. Salary negotiation. HR drops $40K first, your brain is trapped. Why anchoring works on your brain? Psychological bias. Brains hate uncertainty, so they grab the first reference point. Even when we know the number is random, it still influences us. Study people, spun a wheel with random numbers, still anchored their guesses. So yes, your brain can be hijacked even by nonsense numbers. Real-world examples of anchoring. Car sales is a classic example. The dealer throws out $50,000 and you feel like $45,000 is a win. In real estate, an overpriced listing makes the buyer think a simple discount is a deal. In retail stores, was $200, now $99? This anchor manipulates your perceived savings. Even friends saying, "This is expensive," anchors you. How to use anchoring to your advantage. Set the anchor first. Whoever speaks the number first controls the game. For example, during a salary negotiation, instead of waiting, say, "I'm looking for $60,000 to $70,000. Frame the anchor. Present it with confidence and reasoning. The high anchor strategy? Start higher than your real target. You leave room to compromise. How to defend against anchoring. Awareness is defense. Once you spot it, pause before reacting. Prepare your own anchor. Research market value so you're not tricked. Re-anchor. If they say $40K, you counter, "Actually, based on my experience in industry averages, $70K is more realistic." Silence as power. Don't rush to accept or reject. Time weakens their anchor. Story. The $1 million negotiation. A company offered $500,000 for a deal. The negotiator countered with $2 million. Everyone thought it was insane. But guess what? The final deal closed at $1.2 million. Why? That $2 million anchor pulled the entire negotiation upward. Common anchoring mistakes to avoid. Reacting too quickly. Most people hear the first number and instantly respond with "okay" or a counteroffer that's too close. That gives control to the other side. Underestimating random anchors. Even casual mentions from friends, colleagues, or ads like "this usually costs $200" can subconsciously influence your decisions. Ignoring preparation. Walking into any negotiation without knowing your market value, product worth, or acceptable range makes you vulnerable to any anchor. Extra insight. Anchoring works whether the number is realistic or completely arbitrary. The moment you treat it as the final word, you lose leverage. Line to emphasize. Most people lose money or opportunities not because of lack of skill, but because they let the first number control the game. Anchoring in everyday life. Anchoring isn't just a negotiation trick, it's everywhere around you. Shopping deals. Was $200, now $99. Makes your brain think you're getting a huge deal, even if $99 is still overpriced. Friends and family. When someone casually says, "that seems expensive," your brain immediately sets a reference point, affecting your willingness to pay. Social comparison. Seeing peers' salaries, houses, or cars sets an anchor that shapes your expectations, often making you undervalue or overvalue your own choices. Online marketplaces. flash deals, limited time offers, and compare at prices are designed to anchor you into thinking you're saving money even when the deal isn't that great. Extra insight. Once you notice these anchors in everyday life, you can pause, think, and make decisions on your own terms instead of being subconsciously led. Line to emphasize. Anchoring isn't just in business, it's everywhere. Awareness lets you reclaim control. Quick practical anchoring tips. Always set your number first. In salary talks, sales, or deals, the first number you confidently present frames the entire conversation. Pause and analyze. When someone else sets an anchor, take a moment. Silence gives you control and forces the other side to justify their number. Use high anchors strategically. Start higher than your actual goal. This creates room to compromise and still get a better deal than if you accepted the first offer. Combine anchor with reasoning. Don't just state a number, explain why it's fair. Experience, market rates, value you bring. Numbers backed by logic are harder to dismiss. Practice situational awareness. Recognize anchors in ads, sales, social interactions, and even casual conversations. Awareness is your shield. Extra insight. Anchoring is a weapon, but like any weapon, knowing how to use it makes you powerful. The difference between paying $3,500 or $5,000, between earning $60K or $70K, often comes down to how you handle the first number. Line to emphasize. Master anchoring, and you don't just negotiate, you control the game.
The mindset behind anchoring isn't just about tactics, it's about mindset. Most people react emotionally when they hear the first number. Fear of missing out, fear of rejection, or fear of looking greedy often makes them accept or counter poorly. Here's the mindset shift you need. 1. Confidence in value. Know your worth before entering any negotiation. If you believe in the value you bring, you won't be intimidated by any anchor. 2. Detachment from outcome. Treat the number as just a starting point, not a verdict. This gives you mental clarity to respond strategically. 3. Curiosity over reactivity. Instead of reacting, ask questions like, how did you arrive at that number? Or what range did you have in mind? Curiosity turns an anchor into useful information. Extra insight. Anchoring isn't about winning a single negotiation. It's about training your brain to spot manipulation, take control, and make smarter decisions under pressure. Master your mindset, master the number, and the negotiation is already halfway won before you say a word. Now think back. How many times have you won a deal, but in reality, you were dancing to someone else's anchor? The scary truth is, if you don't control the first number, you're already negotiating on their terms. But the powerful truth, once you master anchoring, you don't just negotiate, you control the game. The next time you sit across the table, remember, the first number isn't just a number, it's a weapon. Will you let it be used against you, or will you use it to win?